Since she was elected vice president, Kamala Harris has received considerable criticism. Elon Musk, the main twit, has now taken it upon himself to reveal her dark depravity through her political influence. But how does Kamala Harris use her political power? What are the scandals in which she has been involved? Welcome back to another exciting video. Today's video is about Elon Musk just exposed Vice President Kamala Harris' dark corruption. Before we start the video, please like, subscribe, and press the bell icon. Join us in our investigation of Kamala Harris. Corruption has long been a source of concern in the American administration. And Vice President Kamala Harris is the most recent high-ranking person accused. Regarding historical precedent, it is worth noting that corruption scandals have plagued American politics for decades. In the 1970s, the FBI conducted Operation Abscam, an undercover investigation to find corruption within Congress. This operation resulted in the bribery convictions of 7 members of Congress. These previous instances of corruption provide context for comprehending Kamala Harris's charges. Kamala Harris's case is identical to that of Spiro Theodore Agnew, the 39th Vice President of the United States from 1969 until his resignation in 1973. Agnew was charged with tax evasion and fined $10,000. In addition, he was sentenced to 3 years of unsupervised probation. Agnew submitted a formal letter of resignation to Secretary of State Henry Kissinger at the same time as he wrote a letter to President Richard Nixon, indicating that his resignation was in the country's best interests. Nixon agreed, underlining the importance of Agnew's resignation in avoiding prolonged conflict and uncertainty. The aftermath of Vice President Agnew's resignation greatly impacted American politics, raising debate about the possibility of high-ranking officials, including Vice President Kamala Harris, leaving office amid corruption allegations. Her handling of crucial issues has aggravated the problem of Kamala Harris. Her approach to immigration policy, in particular. Her idea to offer financial incentives to prospective immigrants to encourage them to stay in their native countries has been criticized. Many people were dissatisfied with Kamala Harris's approach to solving the immigration issue. Specifically, the estimated 11 to 12 million predominantly Hispanic immigrants living in the United States, a figure that is growing. This intricate problem has occurred for decades, and its resolution will take decades. Kamala Harris has addressed this issue, arguing that immigrants should be given financial assistance to live in their native nations. Her logic is that by identifying the core causes, the government can work toward a solution. Some detractors, however, say that this method lacks accountability. They compare it to bribing people to stay in their own countries and see it as evidence of her inexperienced leadership. Her reaction to the immigration situation was even described as hopeless by the anchor of an Australian television program, who emphasized her seeming slowness in dealing with illegal immigration. Many experts see this proposal as bribery, calling into question the efficacy of her efforts to address the immigration laws put in place during Donald Trump's presidency. Notably, this immigration debate is reminiscent of Donald Trump's inflammatory remarks regarding immigrants during the 2015 presidential campaign, defining them as problematic and implying that some of them were criminals. This divisive rhetoric adds to the continuing discussion about Harris's actions. These allegations have raised concerns about her moral standing and appropriateness for the position of vice president. Elon Musk's criticism of Kamala Harris and the Biden-Harris administration goes beyond corruption allegations. He has expressed dissatisfaction with the administration's failure to recognize his enterprise's contributions to the electric vehicle, or EV, industry and space development. Despite Tesla's position as a leading electric vehicle manufacturer and SpaceX's essential role in national security and space research, the administration still needs to recognize its accomplishments fully. Musk's fear was highlighted when Tesla was conspicuously absent from an EV meeting organized by the White House in August 2022. This exclusion has caused debate and exposed tensions between the government of Biden and Harris and the internet entrepreneur. Despite these obstacles, Tesla has succeeded, becoming the first automobile business with a market capitalization greater than $1 trillion. However, Musk is still disappointed. Unfortunately, his achievements are not better known, especially given his dedication to open source patents for the benefit of all EV manufacturers. Elon Musk's displeasure with the Biden-Harris administration extends to conversations with top officials. He has stated that President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris appear dismissive of his accomplishments, raising questions about whether this attitude has driven him to reveal their alleged misdeeds. Musk's choice to change sides was obvious when he expressed his dissatisfaction with the Democratic Party, emphasizing the party's move toward divisiveness and hate. Despite political opposition, Elon Musk was able to purchase Twitter for $44 billion. He is still dedicated to safeguarding free speech and opposing what he perceives as political meddling in his initiatives. Intriguingly, Musk's acquisition of Twitter coincided with his decision to unban former President Donald Trump from the platform, potentially impacting Trump's political ambitions for a second term. In the current political atmosphere, many Democrats doubt President Biden is the best choice to face Donald Trump in a future election. Despite suspicions of corruption, some vital Democratic insiders believe Kamala Harris is the best alternative candidate. It is worth mentioning that Kamala Harris launched her presidential campaign in January 2019 but abruptly terminated it in December of that year. The outcome of the current corruption allegations could have a significant impact on her chances in future elections. However, it is still being determined whether she will suffer the same fate as Vice President Spiro Agnew, who resigned in 1973 amid corruption allegations, or Vice President John C. Calhoun, who resigned in 1832. Kamala Harris has been chastised on several fronts, including accusations of corruption and secrecy. Her meteoric rise in politics has sparked doubts about her early career, with some alleging a link to her affair with former California Mayor Willie Brown, who has admitted to the matter. Republicans have claimed the experience was crucial to her political advancement, citing her repeated promotions and high positions during Brown's term. Concerns have been raised concerning her philanthropic contributions despite her current position as vice president and Democratic Party affiliation. While one may expect significant donations given her affluence and stature, it has been revealed that she has only given $270,000 over 22 years, falling short of what some expected from a Democrat in power. Some have questioned whether a lawsuit is even warranted. Be brought against her, especially after Elon Musk revealed alleged corruption schemes. Despite her many appearances and efforts, Kamala Harris is frequently confronted with queries from reporters insinuating that her success is linked to America's perceived racism and sexism. She might boost her image by emphasizing her qualifications and dedication to tackling crucial issues using her California experience. This is why transcription by https Otter. Nikki Haley recommends AI. It includes pre-Atlantic slave trade history, the contributions of Quakers and abolitionists, the cotton gin's influence, the post-Reconstruction era, and present challenges. Many people believe that such a program should be required in all middle and high schools. Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, and subscribe to our channel for more exciting content.